Welcome back to Teresa's Dead. My name is Teresa and I'm very much barefaced and spooky. I have a novel garbage filthy mouth, so your discretion is advised, but if you're not into that, this is definitely not the place for you. Feel free to exit out the video here, no harm, no foul, but I'll remember our Tom fondly. Y'all, I am so excited for today's video because I finally get to talk about Creature Cosmetics. They released the Trick or Treat collection, which, oh my God. When I saw it online, I was blown away because I couldn't believe how adorable it was. I purchased it and then I waited and 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 then I still waited. But then it finally showed up. So this better be worth it. Seriously, it's better be worth it. So let me tell you a little bit about this collection and we're gonna play with all the products that I picked up.
2,000 years later.
Well, at the time that I'm recording this video, this is their website. Ooh, let me pull up the email. That will do it. So yeah, I can't really read too much about the can't read about the products, but that's okay, that's okay. We'll find a workaround. Oh, and for those that didn't see, basically, the site was down because they are focusing on their Black Friday, their Cyber Monday sales, and that's why it's down. Not for any other reason. They're getting their stuff together so that they can mail out their stuff, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
2,000 years later.
All right, so I finally found an Instagram post. So these are the things I picked up for the collection. First one being the palette. I really do love the outside packaging. I think it's really cute. Feels very, very true to the movie. So this is what the palette looks like. Oh, there's a pressed glitter in this. God damn it. There's no mirror to this guy. The color story feels very, very rainbowy. So I think today we're probably gonna do kind of a very fall inspired orange look. I feel like that's just apropos. But anyway, this is what she looks like. Initial thoughts, I love the pan embossing. I think it's really cute. I love Sam's lollipop. The pan size is fine. What I wish is that the pans were just, I don't know. I don't like a lot of this negative space, so I kind of wish that maybe this could have actually been a little bit smaller. It still could have been a haunted house, but kind of push these together and make it a little bit smaller. But I mean, overall, it's cute. It's just a lot of negative space. Thank God it's thin. Otherwise, it's kind of like a weird thing to store. So anyway, we have our palette here. This I'm super excited about. This is the highlighter palette. This is the hack and slash highlight palette. Again, very similar packaging to the eyeshadow palette. This is what she looks like. My biggest complaint, I wish this was kind of attached because I feel like while it is magnetized, it's something that kind of just doesn't really sit all that well on there. So if you move it the wrong way, this will immediately fly off. So I kind of wish that this was attached. But this is the highlighter palette. Looks really, really good. I cannot wait to put this all over my fucking face. It looks like 3 shades of purple, or like a purple and a blue, and then the green shade in the corner. Cannot wait to put that on my face. This retails for $25. And then we have a contour blush palette, which again, super excited about this one. Very similar packaging to the highlighter palette. Again, has the cover that comes off. Wish it was attached, but we have nice little orange shades for a blush, and then we have grayish kind of a brown for a contour, and then we have a darker brown, so this should be interesting today. Basically, we're just gonna turn me into a fucking pumpkin, so I'm excited. Again, $25. I did pick up the sponge, however, I'm not gonna use it because it's Sam's head, and why would I do that? This is adorable. So this is gonna go in my background. And this retails for $10, which I feel like is kind of a little bit expensive, but it does feel nice and soft, kind of similar to the Paw Paw sponge, but again, I will never know if it's good or not because I will never use it because it's too cute. And then the next thing we have is the blush and contour brush. This is $8. This is what the brush looks like. The bristles feel nice and soft, but the handle is very plasticky, so it feels kind of light, kind of cheap. But the bristles do feel nice. They don't feel scratchy. So that's a plus. All right, so we have that. And then the last thing I picked up, which I think this is probably the thing that I'm the most excited about, is the mirror. Again, outside packaging, 10 out of 10. This lollipop mirror retails for $15. And I mean, aesthetically, this is everything. I hate that the mirror is like a funhouse mirror. Granted, I know I'm not really gonna get much use out of it, but the mirror is not good quality. It's not. I look warped. I look like my eyes are literally spreading across my face. Not good. But this is cute though. This I could fuck with. This, not so much. This, okay. No, but whatever, who cares? This is a thing that I knew I wasn't really going to be picking this up too much because, I mean, look how fucking small it is. Just wish that the mirror quality was a little bit better. Anyway, this is gonna be a decor piece, much like the sponge. So those are the things that I picked up from the collection. There were some other things as well. There was a matte lipstick set that didn't really interest me. That was $50. And then there was a lash book that retails for $40, but y'all know me, I don't fuck with lashes. So the other thing I did pick up is that one of my favorite horror movies is Reanimator. So they also had a little Reanimator cosmetic bag, which is really, really cute. Love the old school VHS vibes. We love that. So I don't remember the fucking price of this, but it's worth it. It's adorable and I love it. Okay, so that said, let's start with my base first and then we'll do the eye look. So let's go in to this palette. All right, so I'm gonna use this for blush. So we're gonna hold off for this for blush. So I'm gonna get another brush and we're going to use this kind of grayish color. We're gonna try to use both colors. We're gonna see how this fucking works. Fingers crossed, y'all. So going into the Carve Your Face palette, we're gonna use the shade Trick or Treat, which again is kind of this grayish brown color. Okay, she's pigmented. She is motherfucking pigmented. Holy shit. Okay. It's laying down nice though. Initially I was like, you know what, maybe I'll go back and forth, but I think this is literally all I need. Y'all know I am white as fuck. So I think anything more than this would not be great for me. So far, this is going pretty good. I haven't reached back for any additional product, just going in with that same brush, and it's blending very beautifully. It doesn't feel harsh, and I feel like it's doing a nice job carving out my little cheeky here. I like this, all right. I love the movie Trick or Treat, and I was so excited when I saw this collection. Now, this is technically my second purchase from the brand. I did purchase the eyeshadow palette that was kind of Jaws themed over the summer. Funny story, never used it. And I feel like that just is a testament of my love of Jaws. Anything with Jaws on it, I will just fucking buy, just as like a collector thing. I do need to use it because I heard nothing but good things. But yeah, this is technically my first time really trying the brand, and I'm not mad at it. So far, so good. I think it's a really pretty contour color, and it's like a nice cool tone option without it turning me dead. We love that. The only thing I wish so far is that the palette kind of connected. It doesn't really feel like it's super secured. So that's my only complaint so far. So I'm just gonna have to be super fucking careful with this one. I also wish that the mirror in this was the same quality as the actual mirror. It's funny because this is kind of perfect. This is really good. I don't understand why it's so warped, but kind of wish that was a little bit different. Okay, I fucking love this, and I wish that they sell this as a single. For my cool tone dead fish, you're gonna love this. This doesn't make me look dead. I love that. I love a good cool tone moment, and there's a fine line sometimes between like looking like ooh to versus looking dead. This, I feel like I don't look dead, and I love that. I was a little nervous because I was like, oh, this is kind of a little gray, but nope, it looks really fucking good. So moving on to the orange blushes, you know what? I think I'm gonna do a little bit of both. So we have Pumpkin Guts and Sam, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of each. It's incredibly pigmented, and we're gonna use the, wow, that is fucking pigmented. Okay, so I'm using the brush that's in this collection. The brush is, it's fine, but it feels kind of floppy. Kind of feels like it's good for kind of placing the color down, but not so much for blending. Kind of feel like it's not really doing much of anything. So I'm gonna switch brushes for a second and buff it more into my skin. That looks better. All right, not my favorite in terms of application. Again, looks good when you place it down, but when you're trying to blend, it kind of just, I don't know, if it doesn't really feel like it's doing much of anything. What's nice about this formula is that while yes, it's like, oh my God, Campbell Soup Kid, you can blend it out to be a lot softer. So don't be scared of bright colors. You can make it soft, and I really like how this looks so far. Pretty cute. I feel like a pumpkin dream, even though it's fucking December. Halloween could be in December. It's totally fine. I look so fucking cute. I love this. All right, so moving on to the highlighter palette. This is what she looks like. Ooh, okay. Ooh, very sparkly. Okay, okay, okay. The green one, probably not gonna be able to use, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to see those swatches. So I'm gonna go in with the shade String Lights because I feel like this is gonna work pretty nicely. And oh, hello. Okay. She kind of has like a white kind of a base. Very, very pretty. Very, very fucking pigmented. I am not mad at this. There is though a little bit of sparkle. So if you are not someone that likes micro glitter, the micro glitter is not that bad. It feels very, very contained. But you know what? Let's see when we try to buff it out if this still stays though, to see if any of that sparkle leaves. And so far we're looking good. Very, very pretty. It has like a transparent slick base to it. There is a little bit of sparkle, but it's not bad though. So if you are someone that's like, I don't fuck with that, rest assured, like, yeah, you see a little bit of it. It's not flying everywhere. It's kind of staying pretty contained. And I find that it's not emphasizing anything. Looks pretty good. All right. Mama likes. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to do a little bit more. I want to use that pink one too, but I want to try it with my finger though. So we're going to go with the shade Emma, and we're going to just use our finger just to kind of tap it out. That is fucking blinding. Holy shit. Okay. If you're in the mood for an alien slut moment, bitch, fucking look no further. Holy shit. All right. It's so funny because when I swatched it out, I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, let's hope for the best here. But this is motherfucking pigmented. I'm just gonna throw it down my nose. Why not? I look adorable. I love this. So now we're gonna move on to the last thing, which is the eyeshadow palette. And I am going to, I wanna stay in the orange zone. So I am just going to stay in the orange zone. But this looks pretty cute though. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of build up the gradient of oranges and yellows. So we're gonna start with School Bus first because I wanna see how pigmented this bitch is. Now I've already primed my eyes using my favorite thing as of late, the Kaleidos True Tone, Two Tone, Pantone, whatever the fuck it's called, eyeshadow primer. And so far this is laying down good. It's very pastel-y. Very pastel-y. Not my favorite yellow by any means, but she is here though. In terms of yellow, I have better yellows in my collection. So I'm gonna go into the shade next to that, which is Sam, which is kind of like a mustardy yellow. And I am going, it does have a little bit of fallout. Motherfucker. Okay, this one is definitely more pigmented. This one's laying down super nice. And it's blending into that yellow to kind of give you more of that Kraft macaroni and cheese look that I fucking love so much. So you can get rid of some of the excess, but there is like a twinge of yellow. So I feel like I look like I have jaundice, but it's fine. It's fine. All I have is Zoom meetings today, so I can kind of finagle the lighting. Like, it's a shadow. I don't look like I have jaundice. No, it's fine. It's fine, yeah. So I'm gonna go in just a little bit more with that color. Remember to tap that excess off, otherwise jaundice city. So far, it's looking good. I'm gonna go into the shade Lollipop, which is a much brighter orange. And I'm going to put that in the outer corner. I kind of want to make it an all matte look. I know. Because I really like how this looks so far. I think it looks super pretty. It's giving me candy corn dreams, and I'm not mad at it. I really like how beautiful the blend is. It's giving me like a nice gradient without turning muddy or anything like that. And I feel like a shimmer could fuck this up, but we're gonna try it anyway because we have to try it. I've gone this far. I'm just gonna take a little more of that orange color. I'm gonna build it up a little bit more in the center of the lid because I'm gonna take one of these kind of brown purple shades and put that in the outer corner. So far, Mama likes. Mama is very happy with this. Ah! Motherfucker. Okay. So fucking jumpy. Actually, I'm gonna go into the shade Werewolves down at the bottom. I'm gonna gently just pat it on to the outer corner. There is a little bit of fallout with this shade. Kind of hoping it's gonna be a little bit easier to clean. So far, so good though. Honestly, this is fucking exceeding my expectations. The yellow, I was kind of like, I don't know about this, but I think everything else though is really fucking beautiful. And I'm enjoying my time with this palette. Like I'm on a fucking date with it. I'm enjoying our time together. Like, are you gonna call me back? No, this is fucking good. This is fucking really good. What I like about this formula is that it's buildable and nothing is looking muddy. Everything just looks really fucking pretty. So, all right, we added a bunch there. I'm gonna go back into that orange shade, the Lollipop shade, and just kind of beef the middle of my lid back up to get a little bit more orangey. And then I think what I'm gonna do is, I kind of want to leave it as is because I think it looks, you know what, fuck it. We're gonna do an all matte look because this one shade over here, this Flaming Pumpkin one, I feel like could kind of ruin it. I like this vibe. I don't know. And plus the shimmer, it's not like a super metallic-y shimmer. It's just a run-of-the-mill shimmer. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna look fine, but I think having like an all matte look is gonna be better. So I'm gonna go into the shade up here, which is Burlap, which is this kind of cream shade. Bitch, okay. Which is this cream shade up here. And we're just going to just kind of put it on in the inner corner. And I think that's exactly what I was looking for. All right, and I'm just gonna go back into that orange shade. Again, building up just a little bit on the lid, make it a little bit more punchier. Loving this. So I'm gonna do this on the other side, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts on the collection. And here's the completed look. Ooh, I know. Don't look at this side. I fucked up this side. The mascara that I was using is a little bit dried out and I'm waiting for the new one to arrive, and I decided I can get one more use out of it. No, it wound up fucking up everything. So if anything looks clumpy, it's the mascara and then me trying to fix it, and it just did not end very well. Thank God no one has to see this side of my face today. Anyway, okay, so overall, this collection took a very long fucking time to get to my door, but it was worth it. I really enjoyed my time playing with this collection. So expect to follow up at the end of the month talking a little bit more about the products, but as like a first impressions, I am fucking impressed. Like this is really good. I have a couple of minor complaints, but it's mostly cosmetic compared to formula and all that good stuff. Let's start with all the good stuff. I really like this little contour palette. I think this is a very good cool tone option that's not turning me gray, not making me look dead. I love it. I think it's awesome. I did not use this one, so we're gonna try to use this one next time. The two blushes I think are really, really beautiful. The only thing I did not really care for too much was the actual brush. While the bristles are very soft, I felt like it wasn't doing really much of anything in terms of blending out. I didn't like how it looked, so I kind of felt like I needed to go with a stiffer brush to just make things look a little bit more seamless. But I'm very, very happy that while it is a very bright blush, you can tone it down. So it's kind of more of a preference thing. Are you looking to be like a Cirque du Soleil clown? Or if you just want to be like, no, I just want a little bit of blush, you can achieve both with that. So really, really happy about this. Moving on to the highlighter palette, I am full on alien slut. I fucking love it. When I swatched this, I was kind of like, oh, okay, all right, let's see how this fucking pans out. I'm so happy that the swatches are met and the application is fucking beautiful. I really love the combination of String Lights and Emma. I think it's just really nice looking, and I kind of just want to put a little bit more on this side of the face to make me just really glowing from outer space. There is a little bit of glitter to it, but it's not super overwhelming where you feel like you have it all over the face. As I started to kind of buff things out, I noticed that it stayed very much into place. So don't worry, you're not gonna find like rogue glitter bukkake. Everything is pretty seamless. I love that kind of transparent base because it makes everything just look a little bit more alien-esque, a little bit more wet, a little bit more slut in all reality. So I love this. This is really, really good. And I kind of can't wait to see what I can do with this green shade because I don't think I can do really much of anything except maybe make it an eyeshadow. So I will try that in the future, but the other three shades are definitely uncooked chicken friendly. So kind of keep that in mind. Actually, maybe the shade Robot, I could see leaving technically a light cast. So that's something that maybe I might not put on my face, but the first two Emma and String Lights I can. And so far so good. We like that. The sponge, can't really talk about it other than it's soft, it's cute, it's adorable. I'm never gonna use it. So the last thing is the eyeshadow palette. I know initially when I said it, I was like, oh, you know, like I just wish that there wasn't so much negative space. And I still feel that's very true. I also hate that there's a pressed glitter in it. Really, really do not like that. I will not fucking touch that shade at all. I just think pressed glitters suck in general. Mind you, I only use this portion of the palette with the exception of this shade, and I like how this looks. I was a little apprehensive because when I put down that yellow, I was like, it looked a little bit on the weaker side, but I think when combined with the orange shades, it just magically melted and just blended so beautifully together. I didn't experience any weird patchiness or muddiness. I'm not experiencing any fading whatsoever, which is fucking great. I did an all matte look because it just, as I was playing with this palette, I kept kind of going back and forth like, oh, should I add a shimmer? Should I not add a shimmer? And I'm glad that I didn't because I just don't think that the shimmer would have added anything except for like, yeah, maybe a little bit of sparkle, whatever. I love this all matte look. It's just a classic fall look. I look like a fucking candy corn. I love it. But I do want to play with this palette more because there's a lot of shades that I didn't touch along with some of the shimmer formula, as well as this pearl shade down here. I'm kind of interested to try that. Kind of coming out with like a light pink color. It's kind of interesting. So anyway, I'm going to keep playing with this. And of course, I'm going to update you down the line to let you know if it's kind of, as I'm swatching it more, I'm like, ooh, I should have did this green. This is going to look really good. I can't wait to use the green. The more I keep swatching, because as the fucking guy that's mowing the lawns outside, the more I'm like, oh man, I really actually kind of wish I played with the shimmers a little bit. So of course, I'm going to keep playing with this and I'll let you know at the end of the month what I think about the other shades. But so far so good. I really like how beautiful this looks. It's very seamless, it's simple, and above all, it was just easy to fucking do. So I love when matte shadows just work very, very well together, and I did not feel like I needed to do a lot of hand holding. That said, my complaints with this collection is that I'm not a fan of the packaging. I don't like the packaging as much as the outer carton. I think the outer carton is really fucking cool, but when it comes to the actual palettes, I don't know, like, it's not doing it for me. I think when I saw it online, I was like, oh, okay, that's really cute. But I think having it in person, comparing it to their outer packaging is so much cooler. And I kind of almost wish the whole line looked exactly like the outer packaging. I wish that this looked more like a comic book. Actually, I wish all of these things looked more like the comic book because it looks so much fucking cooler. I especially do not like how these are packaged because this is kind of just really flimsy. And I know me, and when I put it in the drawer, there's a really good chance that this is gonna fucking fling pulling open. And I feel like I'm gonna always have to keep these on the top, make sure that they're not touching anything else, because these can easily come off and I don't like that. So in a way, if they were gonna go this route, I wish that at least it connected. Would have felt a lot better with that. And then when it comes to the palette, you know, I really hate all this negative space. If you wanted to do this haunted house shtick, I think it would have looked a lot nicer if it was a little bit smaller. Well, yes, she is thin, very easy to store. I think it would have looked better if it was a little bit more compact. This is kind of big. But the thing that I'm probably the most disappointed about is the mirror. This is really cute. This is super cute, but I hate that this is super warped. It bothers the shit out of me because the mirror in this is fine. So it's like, in theory, why wouldn't this mirror be good? But I don't like that. It feels a little bit cheap, so I feel like this could have been executed a little bit better had it been like maybe, I don't know, like a thicker or heavier plastic. I don't know. I feel like in pictures this looked a hell of a lot better than it does in my hand. The brush, the bristles were fine. It just didn't feel like it blended much of anything out. And again, kind of my same kind of criticism with this. I wish this was just a little bit more weighted. I don't know. I just wish things were a little bit more heavier. What can I say? But overall, like, love the inside of it. I just wish aesthetically it was just done a little bit differently. So yeah, so that's my only real gripes about this. But I think if you were interested in picking up this collection, I think quality wise so far, it's pretty fucking good. Other than those minor things, everything is pretty awesome and I don't feel like I wasted my money at all. So kudos to me. The real hero of today's video, my wallet, feels vindicated and I love that. Anyway, now I would love to hear from y'all. Let me know down below if you picked up anything from this collection. If you did, let me know how you feel about it. If you love it, if you hate it, let me know because I love hearing from you. And yeah, with that said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and YouTube members. Thank you so much for keeping this delicious, disgusting, filthy, trashy, really filthy, really gross, really nasty, garbage boat afloat. Couldn't do without you, and I love your adorable little delicious faces. If you want to know what's currently on my face, everything you need to know will be listed in the description box below. And I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.